Hey guys, welcome to your tutorial on working with time. Today we're going to have a look at a few mental strategies that we can use in order to calculate time differences. So, it's a common activity to make calculations involving time. How often do you hear people say, oh, how long did that take? How long is this going to take? So, for example, when we have to work out when we go to a sporting event or we go to a movie, how long is it going to take till I get out? Finding a train timetable's arrival, using it, estimating quotes, okay? All these kind of things take time. So if you walked into the cinema and your mum texted you and said, how long are you going to be? If you walk in at 2:30 and the movie goes for 1 hour and 35 minutes, you will need to calculate how long that's going to take. Today we're going to have a look at a few mental strategies that you can use in order to work that out. These calculations may involve operations such as addition, so when you're adding time to see maybe what time something finishes, or subtraction when you're taking away time. And these calculations also involve the use of different ways that time can be displayed. So we can display those answers in a variety of ways, and that's what we're going to look at today. Like I said, mental strategies should be used to solve simple problems, so simple things involving time. We're going to look at two. This is the first one, then we're going to look at another one. So it says the total time to build two models, which took 45 minutes and 55 minutes each, is, it wants to know the answer. So instead of going, 45 minutes and 55, I can look at 55 minutes. That's close to an hour, isn't it? So I can go 55 plus 5. Oh, that's an hour. Then, if I've taken the 5 from 45, that's 40 minutes left. 1 hour and 40 minutes. So by breaking down those times and trying and getting to an hour and then adding on the rest, I am able to work that out in my head. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Another idea is the time duration of a taxi ride beginning at 2:50 to 3:35. Now, how I would do this, I'd say, how many minutes are there between 2:50 and the closest hour? Well, that's 10 minutes till 3 o'clock. Cool. Now I'm at 3 o'clock. How many minutes is there between 3 o'clock and 3:35? Oh, it's easy. 35 minutes. So the total duration of this taxi ride is 45 minutes. While I wrote this down, while I've been writing this down, I'm just simply writing out what's going on in my head at the moment. This is a mental strategy because I can work this out in my head without using a calculator and without having to write it down. The strategy I use is by finding the closest hour and asking myself, how long did it take to get from here to that hour? And then how long does it take from that hour to get to the end time? So, let's do some mental calculations between these time intervals. 4:35 to 9:10. Now, how many minutes is there between 4:35 to the closest hour? Well, I know there's 25 minutes between 4:35 and 5 o'clock. Then I ask myself, okay, now I'm at 5 o'clock. How many hours till 9? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours till 9 o'clock. And then it said 9:10. So that's another 10 minutes. So it's 25 plus 4 hours. Sorry, that's an hours. 25 minutes plus 4 hours plus 10 minutes. So my answer becomes 4 hours and 35 minutes. See how cool that is? By finding the closest hour to my initial figure and then adding on the extra, I could almost do it in my head without a calculator. Okay, this one here, it's saying mentally calculate the time interval between these pairs of times. Now, I haven't really stressed this so far, so let's have a look. This word interval, the time interval, it means the space in between. What's in between these two times? What's the space that fills the in-between bit? So in order to work this out, we have to consider where we've finished off compared to where we started. So these are my two time pairs. 5 hours, 20 minutes and 20 seconds and 7 hours, 40 minutes and 10 seconds. Okay, I started at 5, I ended at 7. So if I've ended at 7, what's the difference between 7 and 5? Okay, 2. So there's 2 hours there. Okay. Then the next section, I've gone to 40 minutes. What's the difference between 40 and 20 minutes? 40 and 20 minutes. Okay, that's 20 minutes. Okay. Then the last thing says, what's the difference between 10 seconds and 20 seconds? Now, that's not 20 seconds and 10. That's what's the difference, or what do I get when I subtract 20 from 10? Because it's 10 seconds is where I ended, 20 seconds is where I started. That's 10 subtract 20. Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's minus 10. So that must mean that I have 20 seconds where I started, but I clocked off at 7 o'clock at only the 10-second mark. So there's an extra 10 seconds in there. So I'm going to have to backtrack and change this. It's not going to be 20 minutes anymore. It's going to be 19 minutes because I have to get those 10 seconds from somewhere. It's going to be 19 minutes and 50 seconds. Okay? So my answer for this one becomes 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 50 seconds because I started at 20, but I ended at 10. I ended 10 seconds earlier than I started. So I'm going to have to take that into account. And it's going to be 2 hours, 19 minutes, and 50 seconds. And that's it, guys. That's mental strategies to calculate time.